Hey guys, I know it's been a while and the lighting is terrible and things look terrible, but I can't film in my regular filming room obviously because it's being turned into a nursery, so I can't use that room anymore. So this is actually my bedroom. I'm literally just sitting on my bed filming, and I just looked straight into the lamp I'm using as lighting and blinded myself. That was not clever. Anyway, I know I've been gone for a while. I've been suffering lately with a lot of stuff. Some pregnancy related, some not. But this particular video is actually just going to be a pregnancy Q&A. I've just pulled up a list of questions on my laptop about questions that people generally have about pregnancies. Like, I think it's the pregnancy tag list of questions, but I know tag videos are like a thing of the past. Nobody does them anymore, but I'm still going to answer the questions. Oh dear. So excuse the nasaliness and the shortness of breath and the snifflings. It's because of the pregnancy. Okay, so question 1 is, how many months pregnant are you? I am almost 7 months pregnant, which that's scary to think. So baby is due on May 15th. So I'm almost 7 months along. How did your family react to the news? Most of them were, actually all of them were ecstatic. Some of them were surprised because they didn't know we were trying. My parents knew we were trying. Callum's parents did not. My sister knew we were trying. And when the plan was to keep it a secret from extended family until we were past the danger point, but that didn't really happen because of certain things that I'll get into. But basically it all just boils down to my family can't keep secrets, pretty much. But I mean, like, my grandparents are excited, but I don't talk to half of them, so they've been told by my dad that I'm having a baby, but I don't talk to them. They haven't reached out, I haven't reached out, so they know because my dad's told them. And my nan on that side of the family is a huge gossip and loves to spread good news across the family, so I had to tell who I wanted to tell personally, and I was only about 8 weeks pregnant at the time. But I mean, other than that, like, everything went fine. So, some members of my family we was able to keep it from, but my family just get excited when it comes to good news. Do you know the sex of the baby? Yes, we are having a little boy. We found out we were having a boy when I was 16 weeks. In the UK, you don't typically find out the sex of the baby until you are 20 weeks along. But me and Callum paid to have a gender scan because A, we wanted to do a gender reveal, and B, so because of coronavirus and everything, Callum actually wasn't able to be at the scans at the time. So we wanted to make sure Callum was going to be there for the gender scan and be able to see his baby, so we booked a private scan. And we didn't actually find out on the day of the scan because we gave the envelope with what we were having to my cousin and she made a cake. Please ignore the red mark on the side of my neck. My interskin's been super sensitive to the touch. Do you want more children? Yes, me and Karen have always said we want 2 kids. So this is number 1, and then ideally we'd have a girl next, but obviously we have no control over that. So we're happy as long as they're healthy. What's been your biggest craving? I haven't had a lot of cravings, but to be honest with you, most of my cravings have been like snacks rather than proper foods. Like, I've been really craving pickled onion flavoured crisps. Not pickled onions, pickled onion flavoured crisps. Work that one out. It's changed kind of like month to month, but the biggest one has been the crisps. Okay. What's been the best part of being pregnant? Honestly, feeling him move, which has only been very recently because my placenta's at the front, so I've only really been feeling him move the last couple of months. And even then it was just butterflies, and recently he's been properly kicking me, and it's just phenomenal. It's amazing to think that, you know, there's a human in there, there's a person kicking me and getting his feet in my ribs. While painful, it's an amazing feeling, and honestly, freaking Callum out. Amazing, because he's very squeamish even with feeling him kick, and every time he kicks, like if I've got my tummy pressed up against him or his hands on my tummy and the baby kicks him, he's just like what's been the worst part of being pregnant? By far, pelvic girdle pain, because of pelvic girdle pain in itself is natural for pregnancy, but because I am hypermobile, my joints are already loose anyway, and my ligaments aren't as strong as they should be, so it's been even more painful. It has made it difficult to walk sometimes. Because me and Callum don't drive, we have been walking to most of my appointments, and somehow we live at the very top of a hill, so no matter which way you come in to get to our house, it's up a hill, and that really does do me in. So we always try and be careful of how we schedule my appointments, just so I don't do myself in too much. Do you have any names picked out? Yes, so we have the middle names, and obviously last name is fully picked out, and we have a list of first names, and then once he's born we're going to pick one, and pick one that suits him best, but I'm pretty sure we're going to go with what our top name is for him, because we both love it and it's got some sentimental value to both of us. So we're probably going to go with the top name, but it could change. Who will be with you during your labour? So funnily enough, not Callum. Like I said, Callum's very squeamish. He will pass out. We both know this. We both knew this before we were even thinking about getting pregnant. We had this conversation years ago. We've been together nearly 8 years, and we had this conversation years ago, that Callum will not be in the room. It's actually going to be my cousin with me while I'm in labour and delivering, and if things were different, it would also be my auntie. Do you have a birth plan? Not yet. It's something on the list I have to do with my midwife. I had an appointment with her today, and I spoke to her about that then, and we don't actually make the birthing plan until my next visit actually seeing her, because the next one is a phone call appointment, but then after that, every time I see her, it's going to be a face-to-face visit, because the next time I actually see her face-to-face, we'll be down into single digits. Okay. Will you record your labour? Absolutely not. There is no way in anything I want a camera on me when I am in the most vulnerable position, both mentally and physically, I'm ever going to be. There is absolutely no, I do not want that on camera. And I know some people obviously want to film it to be able to watch it back and stuff like this, but personally I don't. Natural or medicated birth? Whatever I need at the time. Again, because of my hypermobility and because of my weight, there are going to be a few things that can be difficult. For instance, epidural may not work because of my hypermobility, and we have to find that out soon, like not soon, but you know, early during labour, so they have to try and get the epidural in straight away. And if I'm sitting there umming and ahhing over whether or not I'm going to do it, I'm going to try. Like, we need to see if the epidural is going to work, because if we get into active full-on labour and I'm delivering and the epidural's not working, then I'm going to have to go at it without any medication at all, and that could be, well, obviously it's going to be painful, but I mean, like, it could be more pain than I could handle. But I mean, my mum delivered with only gas and air, so we'll see. Are you scared about labour? Yes. I don't think any expecting mother is not scared of labour, because it's the unknown that is scary, and even if you've had a kid before, like, labour is still an unknown, because like every pregnancy, labour and delivery is different. Stop turning off. So I am scared. I'm scared about things going wrong. Obviously, we already know might be a few complications, what with my health conditions. And obviously I'm worried about him potentially being in distress and something going wrong. So it's scary, but you know, for me, researching everything I need to research is what helps me best. I am going to be giving birth in a hospital though. What do you most look forward to after pregnancy? Not being so congested, hopefully. Honestly, I'm so sick of being congested and being so short of breath, so I'm looking forward to having my lungs back. But just enjoying him, giving him cuddles, giving him all the love he'll ever need. Learning about him as a person, which I know that they're going to be so young, but newborns always have their own little personalities, really, don't they? It's just, they're adorable. Will you breastfeed? That is the plan. The plan is to breastfeed or breastfeed. I'm going to be both pumping and breastfeeding because when I go back to work, my auntie, uncle and cousin are actually going to be looking after the baby a lot of the time while I'm working. My mum's also going to have him and Callum's also going to have him on his days off. Plus, having bottles of breast milk means that Callum can help me with the feeding. I know there is a risk of nipple confusion, but we'll just have to see how it goes. Plus, there is always a chance that he's not going to take to breastfeeding, or he might not take to bottles. So it's better that we be prepared for both, just in case. Plus, even if we end up bottle feeding over breastfeeding, it's still going to be breast milk. So I think that's just going to be better all round. For me and baby, and that's obviously it's personal preference, nothing wrong either way, so it just depends, doesn't it? So do you plan to work or be a stay-at-home man? What? Do you plan to work or be a stay-at-home mum? I plan to go back to work because honestly I've been going crazy this last year because I haven't been able to work because of the pandemic, and I can't stand not having anything to do. And honestly, that's part of the reason my mental health has taken a big hit, because I've had nothing to do. I've basically slept the whole time, so my mental health has taken a big hit. But my midwife is monitoring it because obviously she doesn't want me to take a major dip while I'm pregnant. So yeah, I'll be going back to work. And me and Callum will both be working, as I said. The plan isn't for either of us to stop working. We want to continue working. Will you make your own baby food? I think so. I think me and Callum were talking about it because the price of baby food is ridiculous. It's literally like £2 for one jar of baby food. It's like, why? Why does it have to be so expensive when you can pick up like a bag of carrots, a bag of potatoes, and like, I don't know, like other veg and stuff for that. Like, you can pick up a bag of carrots for 59p in Aldi, and then you just boil it or steam it or whatever, and then mush it up and you got baby food. And honestly, it's also like, oh, you know what's going into it, and obviously we don't know what allergies the baby's potentially going to have. And I know this is like thinking I know this is like overthinking everything, being like, oh, what if the baby's got allergies, what if this, what if that. But I like to plan and have a plan in place for anything to go wrong. But yeah, so yes, we'll be making our own baby food, hopefully. Do you have any nursery ideas or themes? The main theme in his room is space and rockets, like rocket ships. Because personally I love space, like I love galactic anything. So that kind of went on into the baby's room. And the other thing is we are heavily incorporating elephants, because on the gender reveal cake we had, my cousin had actually found these 2 ceramic elephants. One's holding a blue balloon, one's holding a pink balloon. And so we incorporated elephants into his nursery theme. And Winnie the Pooh, because Winnie the Pooh is awesome and the original is so much better than the new ones. I'm sorry, but it's true. Yeah, I think that's about it. But yeah, so that's everything going on. In terms of whether I'll be making videos regularly, hopefully, you know, I'm hoping to get back into a routine at least until the baby's born, because it gives me something to do. And now I know that I'm definitely not going to be going back to work until after he's here, then I kind of need to find something to do, because I'm going a little stir crazy. I did give up with YouTube for a while. I just lost my motivation for it. I lost motivation for most things, to be fair. All I basically was for a while was an incubator. That's all I felt like. I basically, you know, that's all I felt like. I was just basically an incubator for the baby. But I've been trying to pull myself out of it, so we'll see if this ever makes it on the internet. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, subscribe, leave me a comment down below if you have any other questions, and I'll see you in the next one, hopefully. Bye.